Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Got some autographs that have been stacking up. It's only 3 or 4 autograph requests, but no really big deal. And one of them was a really nice message. I'm going to try to send the guy a thank you note. Somewhere I've got the postcards with the stamps already on them. And I've got another thank you or some kind of well wishes to send out to somebody else. But without further ado, let's start getting into the stuff here. The Canada stamps that came from the stamp show have just been filling my books like absolutely crazy. This book here, I've just filled so many stamps in here, it's not even funny. And it just keeps going. In fact, I've got this 50-cent one, because rarely are any of them in there 50 cents. I recognize that stamp, and it needs to go in one of these latter pages here. I'll still have 250 stamps, you know, when all is said and done, to put in that book there, but I probably put in close to 100 stamps in that book. And then don't get any crazy ideas that I did something wrong here, but I just recycled 100 stamps. They were mostly modern, they were damaged or had obliterated cancels, and they were just duplicates on duplicates upon duplicates. Some of these, I mean, here are a couple, I'll move the camera real quickly here. Here are a couple of piles that I have left here. Just a few of them. These are ones that potentially go in one of my other books, and then these ones here are just ones that are just completely unsorted. But there are a lot of great stamps here that I'll be saving, like this Canada flag 42-cent one here. This is an amazing stamp here. That will eventually go on an index card when I can find it. And then that will be a bonus item that I will send off to a hockey player, which I only have one card for. And I will write to make sure that he signs the correct side there, and not the lined side on the back side. So I'll have to dig through and find my index cards. It's not a big deal to Dollar Tree, or just grab a bunch of them at the bins when they have them. So there's that. But you know, again, people, if stamps were evenly distributed throughout everybody in the entire person in the entire world, and then we threw away 10 stamps per person, we still would probably not even make a single dent, because there's a, you know, some stamps are up in the like tens of millions for one stamp. You know, printed, how many printed. And I know people have already thrown some away, put them in books, or they're gone forever. But still, there's just billions and trillions and zillions of stamps out there. And that would just probably be for one country, like US or Canada. We would have so many stamps that, and there are places that, there's a local museum down the street here that has a bin full of stamps, and it says free, take, you know, and it's always full. Always full of stamps. So I'm not changing anything or hurting anything. I mean, there are possibilities that somebody throw away a rare variety, like a you know, a pre-canceled stamp or some sort of, you know, other stamp here. This one I've almost missed here. You will not be able to see this with this backdrop here, but this is a Canada stamp that's been revalued. It was, I think, a 2-cent stamp maybe, and it's been marked a 3. There's lined out where the original postage was, as 3 was put on top of it. It's really hard to see there, but that's what that was. So, oops, very interesting. Let's see if I get a better shot of it here. Maybe that's better. But yeah, let's see. It was, yeah, it was a 2-cent, and I guess in between times when they had a printing shortage or whatever, they made it to 3. So that is not, there's not a spot in my books, either one of my books, for that. I guess if I had a more advanced Canada book, which I may do one of these days, but I would have to basically just get rid of everything before I can start doing that sort of thing. And then off to the corner here is my United Nations binder. If anybody has any ideas on how to repair a binder carefully, because the front cover snapped off right at the hinge. And that United Nations Harris stamp album, they do not make that anymore. And I don't want to spend $20 or $30 trying to just get an empty binder where I could, because I could get an awful lot of fillers for my book, stamps for my book for that particular price. So I really don't want to do that. I hate to use the old Scotch tape method, but I just might have to. So let's get in the autograph request, and this one came in a few days ago, actually maybe a week ago almost, and this, I've lost the envelope already, but this is Tony Brizolara, if I haven't shown that already. 2 cards, one is a 1980 Topps, Tony Brizolara. Oops, get the better, this streak of light here is bothering me here, so there's that one there on the 80 Topps. And then I sent him a 1980 TCMA on the Richmond Braves. So there's another really cool one there. Very nice to have both of those. Those took a little bit of time, not too long, but that was before the Battle of the Decades contest. And then we have this one here, which is everybody's favorite, Frank Tanana, with his little tracked card, The Goal. John 14:6 on that one there. And then I bet you could find one of those on eBay, but I wouldn't suggest buying that. And then I have not seen anybody get this card signed here, the 1981 baseball Boston Red Sox trading cards. Collect all 11 of your favorite stars. So currently I have this card, and I don't know if there's a checklist card originally, but there's probably 11 or 12 cards in this set here. And there's that one, John 3:16 on this one here. And then the real reason I sent that is because of this. John 3:36, Frank Tanana signed this one, this Coca-Cola card here. I can get a better shot of it here. And this is John 3:36, I already said that, but the Red Sox card from 1981. You don't see those very often. Sometimes, I guess, I don't know if they came all together as a set, or if it was just, in product, and how they were distributed is not really known to me, because the later ones that I was collecting from the 80s and the 90s, they came super damaged. All the Trailblazers cards, all the Donruss cards that were attached to the Coca-Colas, they had some sort of, water damage, or the bread got damaged and greased up the cards, but these were always mint, so don't know. Or virtually mint, so there's that one. And then this one here, I don't have the message here, but oh man, it was just the craziest message here. I want to see if I can find it here. I want to keep that, and I might keep it with a card if possible. But there was a note that said that this came out of Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And I wished I had his message here. But essentially, I wrote him, and the person that wrote back, somebody wrote back and said, Roy is in the hospital having hip surgery, but he was able to sign your card. I mean, how amazing is that for somebody to do that? I would, if I got a note saying Roy's in the hospital, please, respect his, time there. Don't, send me another autograph request for a while or whatever. But this guy was having hip surgery. And this is none other, this is a slightly larger card. This took me over 3 years to mail this card. So it's not in great condition because it's been rummaging around in my boxes here. But Roy Madge Taika, I don't know what the J is silent there, I'm a manager, a long time. Signed it right there in black pen of some kind there. And amazing to get that. He is, I'm trying to see how old he is here. He was born in 1939. But he had a very long, he was a player, so I'm not sure exactly how many games he played in the majors or the minors. His nickname was Skip, but he was as a manager. He started in '68 as a manager. Lewiston, Cedar Rapids, Modesto, St. Pete, Little Rock, Three Rivers. And then I think he had something ridiculous like a 26-year career. But this is the Indianapolis Indians from 1977. It mentions 76 on here, so 76 or 77. There is the back of the card, number 2 of that particular Indianapolis Indians set. So very nice mail day from that one. That came in physically yesterday. And then today's mail came in here, and none of these are points for Team 90s. But this is kind of a beat up one. I had some goofed up stamps. I want to say goofed up, that I just kind of goofed up or they were on a ruined, the envelope hadn't been mailed, but it was anyway. So there's this one here, and this is from, it's really hard to read because of the dark stamps there. The post office just needs to get some better postage here. I like the sailboat stamps, and I wished I had been able to get more of those, but they had the Barnes or something, so no harm, no foul. And this is 3 of 3 from Jeff Kunkel. So I sent off, and I've had this for a long time, the Oklahoma City 89ers, so I guess it's an Oklahoma date. There's the Oklahoma City 89ers. Jeff Kunkel, Romans 6:23. Very cool to have that one there. And then this one says, believe in the Lord, Jeff Kunkel. And he had signed that over his dad, Bill Kunkel. And there's this one, so it's a religious mail day as well. Very cool. So there's that one there. And the last one here is Proverbs 3. what is it? 356? I can't read that. But anyway, this is the Oklahoma City 89ers again on this blue card here. So it's a minor league day as well. So very, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Kunkel. Thank you, Mr. Majtaika. Thank you, Mr. Brizolara. And thank you, Mr. Tanana. Just absolutely outstanding mail that came in this week here. So hope everybody has a great rest of the week here. Saturday is one more mail day technically. I've got some other autographs to send out one of these times here. Spoiler alert, I guess I will share these with you. So there is a little bit of time to still mail stuff out for Battle of Decades. And I'll just show you a bit of my secret project here. I did not want to basically spoil this before I got anything sent out. But I got a good half of them sent out here. But these are the 1990 Kingpins. So if anybody needs any extra points for Team 90s, send out, if you have these, send out the bowling cards. I have a whole bunch of those that just got sent out a few days ago. So, and I got a whole bunch more of them still to send that I ran out of postage. So I've got lots and lots of letters to just get out. It's just absolutely bizarro how much stuff that I had to get out. But I found these when I was cleaning out a box. I got rid of darn near 50 top loaders. So that got me a little bit of room for my collection. Just absolutely just ridiculous how many. That's why I have to purge the stamps and the top loaders and the junk wax era stuff. You know, I've got a box of like 200 or 300 junk wax era cards that are going out the door. So that just has to be got rid of and done. And that's why I do, when I get a lot of these extra stamps in, like these, I don't always keep them mint because I have to store them. But they make great TTM postage if you can get them for face value or less. You know, just, you know, that's the best possible enjoyment. I might not enjoy that in my binder, but I would certainly enjoy using the 4-cent value on my envelope. And somebody else might enjoy seeing that. I have seen collections of envelopes with really weird stamps. In fact, one of these in this pile here was a 1940s era stamp that got put on an envelope in 2017. It's postmarked 2017. So you can still use stamps. In fact, I've got, I can get to some of these here. Some of these stamps here. Here's a brand new one. Couple of brand new ones that have never been mailed. These are from the 60s, I think. These are a couple of 1-cent Queen Elizabeth stamps. Those are still good to use in Canada, so I will mail those out on a letter. They'll go out on my return letter. Hopefully they will still be good and they haven't messed up anything in Canada with the Queen. I know England did. Here's another one here that's not been canceled here. Look at that old 1-center. That'd be fun to throw that on a letter there. I hope you can see that there, but it's old Georgie boy, I guess. And then this one here has never been used. This is a semi-postal stamp. I'll have to double check if there's a spot for it in my book, but this is a 15 plus 5. So I don't know if it's 15 or 5 or what I'm going to use that for. It's a karate stamp there. And I do have an envelope here if I can get to it. Where did I put that here? It should be just over here, if I can find it. Oh my gosh. Well, I may not be able to show that. I wanted to show you my, because I have a TTM request, and unfortunately I cannot find the card, and that's why I've been going through all my cards. I wanted to find a card that it goes to. That's not it. There's my envelope going off to Canada. I need more than $1 on there. But I wanted to show you what my return envelope is going to look like here. And here it is. And look at that. I was able to, through that Canada collection, I was able to get 12, 14, 17, 47, 1, and 39. I already had the 1 there. The 1's a little beat up because it was in my desk for a long time, but that is very, very cool. So that is my return postage for Canada. So I lucked out and got probably almost 2 TTMs worth of Canada postage. And what is that? $1.30 or plus or something like that. Somewhere $1.30. That's $2.60 out of my $9 of Canada postage I bought. So this is the end of the video. Have a great Saturday and Friday. Basketball on all day, and thank you for watching.